What's going on, guys? King Raven here, coming at you with another video today. So today we've got another awesome knife from the Lefty Pass Around group, and also from one of my favorite brands. They have been killing it this year. But before we get into this video, y'all give me a like, leave a comment. At the end of the video, there'll be a little subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell and check out the other video I'll have linked. Think you might like it, and it helps my channel when you do all that stuff. So let's flip this camera around and get into today's knife review. Okay guys, so today we're going to be taking a look at a Vosteed. Vosteed has quickly become one of my favorite brands. I know I have at least 12 or so Vosteeds in my personal collection, and not only are they killing it this year, they've just become one of my favorite brands, period. So they are bringing great designs, great materials, great build quality at a really great value. So when you combine everything that Vosteed's putting on their table, from their premiums to their mid-tiers to their budget knives, they are just killing it. So what are we going to take a look at today? Well, today we are going to take a look at the Vosteed Ankylo. This is the prototype, okay? So they had these on Kickstarter because they came out with their new Vanchor Lock system, okay? So it is a pivot actuated lock, so you're using the pivot button in the pivot to unlock the knife, but it is not a plunge lock, okay? The bearings go around the pivot, and then there is a real detent on the liner that's in here, and if you'll see that notch right there in the back of that blade, the liner, when that blade spins around, that liner goes into that notch. So on your traditional liner lock, you're buttoned up like this, okay? So you got your blade here and your liner here, so you've got this point of contact in between. Well, with this Vanchor Lock, and since it's got this actual cutout in the bottom of the blade is like this. And then when it spins around and the liner pops in, the liner's popping in like this. So you've got blade on this side, and this side around that liner. So you have a much stronger lock than your traditional liner lock that's just normally this point of contact. You've got this point of contact. So you get the fidget factor of a button lock, but you're getting superior strength to a liner lock. So the Vanchor Lock is outstanding. I hope to see many more, and I know they've got some in the works coming, models from Vosteed with this Vanchor Lock system, as well as their top liner lock. I've got an example of that we'll see in the comparisons. So this prototype right here, aluminum handles, right? And then you have an L-Max blade. L-Max, all right? L-Max is one of my favorite steels. It holds a good edge, it's good and tough, it just performs very well, especially with the heat treats that Vosteed does on their knives. L-Max does a phenomenal job. And I love this sort of like frag style pattern. It gives you traction, but it's not overly aggressive. You've got jimping that goes from here all the way out to here. I wish it would go a little bit further, but it's still plenty. You've got a nice choke up flat and choil. So not only do you got a good sharpening, but you've got a place to where you can choke up. So I've got medium-sized hands, so I get a full 4-finger grip back here with still some left. All right, so large hands, you're still gonna be fine. Choked up, whether you go to the flat or all the way into the choil, either way, you're gonna have plenty of room. So your double XL hands are not gonna have a problem with this knife. This is a full-size knife, okay? The action on the Vanchor Lock is stupid smooth. You've got a back flipper that you can use. It's a very low profile back flipper. Fires it out because you have a real detent. You've got a front flipper. Oh, that was my fault underneath the camera. All right, front flipper. You've got the reverse. And of course, you've got the thumb flick. And you can actually use the Vanchor Lock to deploy it itself. So this is a fidget knife as well as a very versatile work knife with the LMAX and the full size just feel that this knife has. Man, outstanding. Okay, this blade, you've got some flat, a little bit of flat, but it goes into the belly pretty fast, okay? So, it's not going to be like a Warncliffe where you've got a long flat to where you're going to start getting the belly. But the way this tip drops down, you've got a very usable tip for the puncture and draw cuts. Then you've got that belly so you can do your push cuts into materials, whether you're doing the finger up here or just your power cuts. And then you have choked up, or back here you have your good long cuts. You're going to get full, not full, but you're going to get a good bit of length of that blade before you start sliding too much in the belly, because the belly's not super extreme, but it's got a good roundness to it. So food prep and everything like that is still great with this knife. So if you like to do full food prep with some of your folding knives, this is going to be one that does that very well. Let's do some comparisons. All right, first thing we're going to compare this Ankylo prototype to is the Ankylo production model. This is mine. I got in on the Kickstarter, and this came in before I actually got this from the Patreon group, so I wanted to be able to show the production versus the prototype, and I have to say they are very, very similar. All deployment methods thing, I went with the gray aluminum with the satin blade. Nice satin blade. This one is same LMAX steel, blade shape, action, superb, just like the prototype. So if you're looking side by side, you really cannot tell almost any difference between the prototype and what actually came into production. Alright, they have multiple colorways, and they've even got some new Ankylos that are hitting into stores like White Mountain Knives and stuff like that. Use my discount code ShieldArms at White Mountain Knives. You'll save 10%. They will be linked in the description below, as well as Vosteed's website. But you can save 10% at White Mountain Knives. They've got some with the aluminum handles that don't have the frag. They're smooth, but they have a reversible pocket clip, where this pocket clip right here on these is deep carry, but it's only on right hand side, where on the ones that are hitting stores right now, they have actual reversible with the smooth aluminum scales. Still, I believe they're LMAX, and I'm not for sure if they're offering it in 154 cm or not. I believe they are. I believe they're offering both versions. So I will have links to them in the description so you can check it out. Let's do something that you might be more familiar with the size. This is the Demco AD 20.5. As you can see, this is almost identical in size to the AD 20.5, just a hair longer. If you like the size of the AD 20.5, you're going to love that. All right, let's do the very popular Vosteed Raccoon. This one happens to be in their top liner lock. So it's like a compression style lock that is actuated with a button, where this is actuated with a button in the pivot, and it's a liner on the inside. The liner runs across the top, and it's actuated with a button very similar to like how the Spyderco compression lock was. The compression lock's patent has ran out, so companies are able to use that and make it their own. And Vosteed, in my opinion, has done some of the best work on their top liner lock. I've got videos of some of their top liner locks, from their Hedgehog to their Psyop to the RS Chaos and the Raccoon. So if you like the size of the Raccoon, the Ankylo is just a little bit longer than the Raccoon. And then another popular pivot actuated knife right now is the Rike PL XT. So this is a smaller knife than the Ankylo. This is more, I would say, a medium-sized knife, where the Ankylo is a full-size knife. But another one that is pivot. Now, the mechanisms in both of these knives completely different. I've taken this one apart and this one apart. They work on a completely different function. Love this knife. I think this is a fantastic knife, and this is my personal knife in my collection, and you know, I don't see it going anywhere anytime soon. But if I'm being honest, the Vanchor Lock is a stronger, better made pivot locking system than the Rike PL XT. So between the prototype and the actual production, I think Vosteed has killed it with their Vanchor Lock knife, the Ankylo, and I can't wait to see more knives come out with this locking system. Let's flip this camera around and wrap up today's video on the Vosteed Ankylo. Okay guys, what do you think about the Vosteed Ankylo? The prototype and the production models. This is a phenomenal knife, and I love the Vanchor Lock system. Can't wait to see the other knives that they've got coming in the pipeline with this Vanchor Lock, and I would love to see some that are a little bit more medium-sized knife with this lock too. So you've got your more full size, and then you've got your little bit more medium size. Y'all know I'm a double amputee. I'm in a wheelchair and stuff like that, so carrying and everything is just a little bit different for me. I carry in different ways, so this is very easy to carry, and I do carry this on a regular basis. size this size just is a little bit better for me, and it's just ones that I tend to gravitate to a little bit more. So if I want something a little more full size, I'm grabbing this. I can't wait to see some Vanchor locks in the size of like the Remette PLXT. Y'all let me know what you think about the Ankylo as well as Vosteed. What do you think about the Vanchor lock system? Y'all let me know. Do you have it? Have y'all checked it out? Are you excited for other models to come out with a system like that? Leave it in the comments. Also, down in the description, I'm going to link Vosteed, as well as I'm going to link like White Mountain Knives with my discount code and other links. They are affiliate links, so if you would like to help me here at the channel and bring more content to you, I greatly appreciate it, and I really am thankful when you use those links. Also, y'all give me a like, leave the comment, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, check out this other video. I think you might like it, and it greatly helps my channel when you do all that stuff, and I truly appreciate it. Y'all be safe out there. I'm King Raven, and I'll catch you in the next video.